Minecraft. It's a game! Specifically, the highest selling game of all time, one of the most popular games of all time on YouTube, Reddit, Twitter, and every other social media account platform all over the internet, and has 18 versions. So, pretty big. But recently, I haven't been playing it, at all. Not only is the game just kind of boring if you're not playing with friends, and most of my friends don't really have Java or Bedrock, so most of the time I'm playing alone, which, again, really boring. But hey, besides all the mods and Hypixel, there's still the regular, good old game, right? Nope. So let's take a look at the past couple updates, shall we? Before 2018, Minecraft updates never really had that big of a theme and usually just added little things randomly together. But then the aquatic update changed everything. Now they were themed and amazing and really big. Oceans were actual oceans now and was a great update. Then we had Village and Pillage, another great one. Then Buzzy Bees, but that was more of a little update than an actual one. And then we had the best of all time, the Nether update, essentially redoing everything in the Nether. Then when Caves and Cliffs were announced, it looked amazing. Then they announced it would be in parts, but as long as it had enough content, it'd be okay. Spoiler, it wasn't. I mean, it was fine, I guess, but 2 new cool ores that do nothing and a little better caves just don't make a good update. Part 2 didn't even have the Deep Dark. It just had better world generation. And then the Wild update was released. Oh my god. This sucked. Barely any of what was promised. A couple items in one new biome, which barely counts as one and is super rare. Good job, Mojang. And then the last update, Trails and Tales. They're all blending together. What looked super cool ended up just being kind of boring and stale. What could have been a really cool revamp of the desert biome was just one new mechanic and a couple items. Yippee. So, yeah. The updates are getting really stale and barely adding anything anymore. So how about the mob? I hate the mob vote with all my heart, and I pretty much made this video just to rant about it. Whew. Alright, let's actually get to the thing. So the mob vote was introduced in 2017, and it was super different compared to now. There were 4 mobs, they all had a lot of promise, but one thing that didn't change, we got the worst one. Sure, they did lie about what the Phantom actually was, and it's still weird how out of all of them, that one. But it didn't really matter too much, as this was the first time. It's not like this is gonna be a yearly thing that he constantly just, never mind then. However, the next year, we got another new thing, the biome vote. This seemed like a really good idea. 3 biomes that you get to vote on, which will get updated first, but all of them still promise to come into the game at some point. A way to 1, appeal to the fans, and 2, update biomes really well in a fun, interactive way. The options were Desert, Taiga, and Savannah. Taiga winning the vote. We got a new mob, the Fox, a new berry, and an overhaul of the biome that I really enjoyed. Even though the other 2 great options didn't win, they will eventually be added, which is a great idea. Then in 2019, we got another biome update. This was the last we'd get it, which makes sense because, what would they do if they were to keep going? Freaking lukewarm ocean? Okay, but I actually do wish they kept this going at least 2 more times because there's still quite a few biomes that need an update. This time around, the options were Badlands, Mountains, and Swamp. Mountains taking the victory, but the Swamp would also be added later in the Wild update. I really like the new Mountains adding goats, and that's all I remember. Goats. So now that we've done 2 great biome updates, what's next in hell? That's what. The 2020 mob vote. It sucked. I'm not sure if this is because everyone was losing their minds in quarantine, but out of the options, there was a clear loser. We had the Isolager, or the Chillager, because that's like the best name ever created. And I'm going to be calling that from now on. And the Moo Bloom were both great options. The Chillager would be a new boss, and a great addition to the newly updated mountains. The Moo Bloom, while in my opinion not quite as cool as the Chillager, still would have offered a new pollen/bee mechanic and some great theming in the world, and adding new flowers which could be more dyes, aka more colors. And then there was the joke one. I don't think a single person cared about the glow squid. It was a squid, get this, that looked slightly different than a regular one. It didn't glow, it didn't have a new mechanic, it just kind of stood there. So it was obvious which one would lose, and it seemed Mojang finally gave us a free win this time. Then Dream came along. I don't know what went through his head when he decided to tell all his fans to go vote for the glow squid, but it was obviously what it was. I mean, like, who would actually vote for it? I was fuming! Okay, so we had one bad mob vote, ruined by a YouTuber. It's fine. Let's just see what's next. So the next one sucked. 2021 had the glare, the allay, and the copper golem. Ew! So we have a floating enderman that doesn't attack you and is super rare. The mob alert for when you have severe cataracts, and the butter robot from Rick and Morty. None of these are good. The allay was the closest thing to a mediocre enough thing, so it won easily, and everyone collectively immediately forgot about it. So, next one. 2022 brought the Rascal, Sniffer, weird name, and Tough Golem. Wow, they really do want another golem in the game. Which are essentially the butter robot from Rick and Morty, but if he was a side quest in Breath of the Wild, a big guy who does essentially nothing besides make a new plant, which also does nothing. And that one statue from Bowser's Kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey. So the useless Sniff Man won 2023. Everyone's prepared to just not care, but then something special happened. All three mobs were actually really good. I thought this meant the mob vote was back, and finally good. We had the penguin, crab, and armadillo, all highly requested animals that could, get this, exist. Penguin made your boat go faster if it swam near you. Crab, when killed, let you build farther. And the armadillo dropped wolf armor. All three great ideas. But then I realized the real reason they did this was because they knew it didn't even matter. Sure, one of these great ideas would get added while the other two, gone forever. Yep, for some reason, unlike the biomes, which are much harder to code, they decided to never eventually add any of the mobs that lost the vote. So we'll never get to see the Chillager. Are you serious? That's when the community strikes back, rebelling against the mob vote, boycotting it until Mojang will just finally add all three. We fought hard and got made fun of at their live event, and they just straight up lied and said the armadillo won. Normally I do an outro, but I'm too angry. Minecraft sucks now. And by the way, I'm a firm believer that's rigged. Anyways, see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I did get a little off the rails, and I probably wouldn't scream this much, but this was a maddening topic for me. So far, I've really liked doing these videos, and this one especially was really fun to write and edit. So, yeah, just thank you guys for watching. I will, I guess, give you a hint on what the next video is going to be about. It's going to be about Amphibia, because I'm itching to talk about the show. Like, please, why does nobody else understand? Okay, please. But anyways, yeah, so I guess I'll just see you guys in the next one. Don't play Minecraft anymore, it sucks. The only people who actually still like Minecraft are either Minecraft YouTubers, where, you know, it's their job, or 12-year-olds. That's it. Bye.